Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, my cameraman is busy, so I have to be doing it all by myself today. But of course, he'll be coming to taste whatever I'm making this morning. So, this morning, guys, yes, I'll be making a curry salsa saltfish. Yes, a curry salsa saltfish. That's what I'll be making this morning. So I'll be serving that with some hush puppies that I will be making from scratch. Yes, I'll be making some hush puppies from scratch. Okay, just give me a minute, guys. Just give me a minute. Turning around my camera, going live. Yes, going live. So now I'm live on Facebook and I'm live on YouTube. So, guys, stay tuned. All right. So, right here, guys, I have my cornmeal, I have my flour, and to this, I'm going to be adding some baking powder. So, I'm going to be adding some baking powder, maybe about a tablespoon of baking powder. And then, of course, I did the ice water method last week with the pumpkin fried dumplings that I made. So I'm making something kind of similar with the exception of the pumpkin. So recently I went to Florida and we went out to dinner. So I was curious about their hush puppies. So I decided to order it. So when I tasted it, I'm like, wow, this is not tasting too great. And I decided that I'm going to make this my way and I'm going to put a twist to it. So I'm going to be making corn hush puppies. Good morning. Good morning. With sweet corn, the cream style golden sweet corn. So I'm going to be making this inside of my mix that I have here this morning. So for those of you who are just joining my Facebook Live, not sure who is on as of yet. Yes, I can't see my comments. Good morning, good morning. So I'm going to be making some hush puppies. Alrighty, so I've added all my dry ingredients. And then, of course, I'm going to be using my cold milk method because last week I used my almond milk with my ice in it to make my dough. And I'm going to do a similar thing this morning. So I'm adding my cold milk to this. So I'm going to kind of mix it a little bit. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the live. Dwayne, I can't see the comments on Facebook Live. Could you come and fix it for me? Okay, so hubby is in the back. Okay, no worries. I am starting to see them come up. Okay, I see Sister Yvette so far. All right, so guys, I'm here making my dough for my hush puppies. So guys, what I did with this sweet cream golden corn. Good morning, Yvette. Good morning. How you doing? I can't see everyone. I think I see Monique. I think I see Uncle Desmond. I'm not sure if that's Uncle Desmond. But anyway, so I freezed this in the freezer like for about 20 minutes before I started. So this is very cold. So I'm adding this in my dough. So I'm just going to add some of this to the mix because I want a nice, tasty hush puppy. So last week I made pumpkin dumplings, and trust me, they were so good. Sunday morning when it was snow outside, I just warmed up the rest and eat it with my little mackerel cook up, and it was so good. So that breakfast I made, it served us for 2 days. I didn't even have to get up and make breakfast Sunday morning. It was so good. All right, guys. So this morning, for those of you who are just joining my live, I'm going to make a curry mango saltfish cook up, or a salsa, however you want to name it, and hush puppies on the side. Good morning, top man, Escobar, whoever you are. All right, so I'm making a dough here, guys. And in the meantime, just let me make my oil hot. And let me just turn the camera for my Facebook people. Good morning, Camille. Good morning. How are you? All the way from Cape Cod. Yes, so I'm using vegetable oil, guys. Mazola vegetable oil for this because, you know, I have to fry the hush puppies in, you know, deep oil. So I'm making my oil hot while I make my dough. So this, guys, I don't have to let it sit like the dough that I made last week. You know, I let it sit for a few minutes. So I'm using my spoon to make my dough this morning, guys. But of course, I'm going to wash my hands when it's time to put it in the frying pan. So, guys, for those of you who are just joining, I've added some flour, some cornmeal, some sweet corn, cream corn style, not the whole corn, but the creamy one. So I'm making corn hush puppies. You know, I went to a restaurant recently in Florida and I had hush puppies and I just didn't like the flavor. So I made my own version by adding my milk, and this is almond milk, with my corn, with my cornmeal, and my flour. So I'm making my version of these hush puppies. So I'm putting the dough together. I don't need my dough well with gloves, guys, so I'm just going to wash my hands so I can knead the dough properly. Because the dough tends to stick onto the glove. I mean, I tried that last week. It wasn't too bad, but the dough was sticking onto the glove. So I decided to half knead it with the spoon, and then I'll use my hands. All right, guys, so I'm just going to wash my hands. Where's my hand soap? All right. Good morning, Chris. Andrew, my son, is on live. And Lorna, I see you on my live too. Welcome, welcome, welcome. He said, what are you cooking, mother? Okay, Chris. So because you're just joining, I have to repeat myself again. So this morning, you remember when we went to that restaurant in Florida for my birthday? And we had those hush puppies for appetizer, and they weren't so, I wouldn't say they weren't good, but I was kind of disappointed. So I decided to put a twist to that and make my version of corn hush puppies. So what I did, Chris, I got the cream corn in the can. I kind of make it almost freeze. And then I added some cornmeal, some flour, some baking powder, and almond milk. And I'm making a dough, and I've added the sweet corn to it. So that's my version of hush puppies. So this will be named Sealy's Hush Puppies. All right, so I'm going to knead my dough, guys. I'm going to knead my dough. And as I told you guys, the best way to make a dough is by using cold water, ice water, or very cold milk if you're putting milk in your dumplings or in your doughs when you're making them. The best way to do it is use cold water, because when you use the ice water, guys, the texture comes out soft and it's yummy. All right. So I think my dough is ready, guys, and I can smell my oil. It's very hot. All right, so my dough is ready. All right, so you could see pieces of the corn in the dough, guys. So, okay. All righty, so I'm gonna start by frying this in small pieces because the hush puppies had a kind of egg shape. So I'm kind of gonna make it, I don't want to make it too big. I kind of want it to have the same shape that I saw in the restaurant. So it kind of had a little, you know those Easter eggs, the little baby ones, it kind of had that look. They were very tiny. So I'm kind of going to make it that kind of a way. I hope it comes out with that shape. All right, so I'm dropping it in the oil, guys. Shelly Ann commented, hi, Shelly Ann, good morning, how are you? All right, guys, so I'm starting to drop my hush puppies in the pot. I wish Chris was here to taste it, but he's watching. Because he and I tasted the one in the restaurant, and it wasn't that great. It was okay. It was edible. But now this the people them hush puppies. Me, I make my version. Because when we taste the hush puppies, you know, guys, I said, no, sir, this tastes almost like fried dumpling. This not taste like hush puppies. So, let's see how this one comes out. Let me fix my YouTube camera because I want everybody to see what I'm doing. Chris said, you can diss them because they wasn't hush puppies. See, my son said they weren't even hush puppies because they weren't, I mean, I don't know what was that. But, so Brianna wasn't there. No, Brianna wasn't there. Brianna was homesick. She was at home, but she was sick, so she couldn't make it. Because Brianna would have surely tell you what this thing tastes like. But my son knew because we were there and we're like, what kind of hush puppy this? my son said it tastes like fried dumpling. Yes, it was more like of that texture. Right. It was more of a fried dumpling texture, guys. And we were not too happy. We just ate it because we were hungry and we just needed, let me turn on my fire. We just needed some kind of appetizer in the stomach to make space for the, you know, to open up the appetite for the food because we had seafood and the seafood wasn't bad, but it wasn't like, wow. You know, because I've had better, but I don't know if it because it was late. You know, they just hurry come up something and give us. But it wasn't all that. It wasn't all that. So guys, I'm going to turn some of them because some of them starting to change color. So guys, as you can see, it's nice and golden brown already. Yes. It's nice and oh, I shouldn't turn this one yet. All right. Yes, guys. So as you could see from the camera, that everything is nice and golden brown already. So I'm going to drop a few more in the pot. And this will be my version of hush puppies because I actually have corn in them. Because on the menu, they said corn hush puppies and I'm like, corn hush puppies. I was expecting to bite into the dough and actually bite corn pieces. But it was some cornmeal. I'm sure I call it corn hush puppies. Good morning, Tanya. How are you? So I'm dropping these in the pot. And let's see how these come out. Obi will tell me how it tastes. Sister Otley said, good morning, see. Good morning, Sister Otley. Those are my church people, guys, from church. And Yvette. All right. So my hush puppies are looking so good so far, guys. They actually have the texture and the color that I was expecting. Yes. And Dwayne is going to come taste it and tell you how it tastes, if it tastes better than the one we did eat in Florida. Yes. That one in Florida, I don't know what was that. But you know, we couldn't complain. We just ate. All right. So I have all my hush puppies in the pot, guys. Gonna wash my hands again. Let me use some soap. Okay, so I'm gonna dry my hands, and then I'm gonna watch my hush puppies cook. So I need a napkin now because I'm gonna make a curry mango salsa after this, guys. All right, this can go to the side. And then I need a plate to put my hush puppies. This paper towel is coming off in pieces. I don't know why. But anyway, I'm not wasting it. All right. So I'm going to turn the rest of my hush puppies, guys. And as you can see, they're raised and they're golden brown. They're raised and they're golden brown. So just the right color that I was expecting them to have. They do have that color. So they're nice and golden brown. All right, so the first set that I put in, guys, I'm going to take those out because how you know the dough is cooked, it starts swimming in the oil. It's light. Right, Sister Otley? When you make fish cakes. Yeah, man, them start float. So this kind of start float. So I'm going to take out this one. Don't. You know what? Let me get something from my green drawer that will grip it. Yes, this is better. All right. So as you can see, guys, the hush puppy is nice and golden brown. So guys, not on the live today because last night was her mother and father's funeral. Can you imagine? She buried her mother and father this morning. I think this morning was the burial and last night was the funeral service. So that's why Audrey is not on this live. You know, Audrey's always on this live, making it festive. Yes, Sister Otley said just like the fish cakes. All right, so this start to get light. So it tells me that they are cooked. That's how you know it's cooked. And I can tell you guys, I know these gonna taste good because remember, the cream corn style is kind of sweetish. So it gives it that flavor. And then the cornmeal that's in it, give it that corn texture. And of course, the flour. So they're very easy to make. It's a very great hors d'oeuvres idea. You could try it. You know, if you're having a party, you could make this and then make a dip to go with it. Maybe a salsa dip or a pineapple dip, you know, in a little thing in the middle of the display plate. So you just take one and you dip. Yeah, there you go. Hush puppies. All right. So I make some of them too big, guys. Some of them start look like fried dumpling. I think this one cooked because it pop open. All right, so while this continues to cook, guys, I have some saltfish over here that I boiled twice to get out the excess salt. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a curry salsa and I'm going to fry it up in it. So that will go well with my corn hush puppies. All right, I'll take this one out. This one looks like it's cooked. This one looks like it's almost ready. This one looks kind of raw. Yes, guys. So Sister Otley says, so Camille said, my mouth around water. Yes, Camille, I wish you were here. And we want to come pay you guys a visit, but the weather cold now. When it get warmer, of course, we're going to come cook it up at your house. Yes, guys. I cooked in Camille's kitchen in the summertime last year. It was her brother's baby shower. And I did the escovitch fish for the shower, and I cooked that right in her kitchen. I had it displayed on Facebook. Yes, man. Camille is nice. And Camille always have these summer events. Unfortunately, I didn't get to attend, but I promise you that next summer when you have another event, I will be there. And of course, I'll be on live. Yes, helping you to cook. I'll definitely be there this time for you. So I'm just waiting on the rest of my hush puppies to finish cook. Because as you can see, guys, these are cooked. And I can break one of them and show you the texture. The steam coming out of it and the texture. It's cooked. It's cooked and I'm going to taste it. I'm going to be the guinea pig before I do it. Delicious. Very tasty. I want to eat the whole thing. So guys, them almost ready, all of them. Because they're starting to kind of float. So I know it's cooked. She said, yes, my round robin is on the 30th year, so you are invited. Okay. Good morning, Claudia. Thanks for joining the live. Come for some of this hush puppy. So I've made a corn hush puppy, guys. For those of you who are just joining. It's so good, guys. I'm eating it off. So good. All right, I'm going to let these two soak a little more. These two look like fried dumpling because we made them too big. I think I was hurrying to make the dough finish out of the pan. But it's okay. It's all going in one place. Sister Otley said, read my last comment. You will be at church tomorrow. I can bring you some of the fish cake. Oh, sure. I always like your fish cake, Sister Otley. Yes, man. Bring it, come. Set it on. I would appreciate some fish cake. All right, guys. So my hush puppies are done. So I don't need all this oil for the saltfish because it's a lot. So what I'm going to do, she said, how is that made? Okay, Claudia. So what I did basically is some flour. It's about 1.5 cups of flour, 1/2 cup of cornmeal, about 1/4 cup of cream corn. And where did I put it? Over here. But what I did, I put this in the freezer and let it kind of start making a little ice in it because I need the coldness for the dough. And I added this to it, a pinch of salt, a tablespoon of baking powder, mix that up. Make it into a dough, fry it. That's it, as easy as that. She said, I'm sorry, me not live near you. Yes, Camille. All right, guys. So my hush puppies are ready. But of course, you know, when the saltfish salsa is done, I'm going to make a display. Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm going to throw off some of this oil, guys, because there's too much oil. So what I'm going to do is just throw some in the spot right here. So I just have enough oil, and this even still too much because I don't want it greasy. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I make this oil hot some more, and then I'm gonna fry up my seasoning. So what I have, oops. All right, so what I have right here, guys, is some Vidalia onions, different variety of bell peppers, some thyme, and pieces of garlic. I don't need a lot of seasoning for this because with this, I'm going to be adding my Newman's Mango Salsa. Yes. So this will be a part of my cook-up. All right. So, you know, back in Jamaica, when you make curry, my mother always teach me, you have to burn your curry. So, of course, because me don't want nobody in here have running belly, mega burn my curry. Let me turn on the fan. All right, guys, so I'm burning some curry. Not a lot, because you don't want it to be overbearing. I'm just looking for the curry flavor in the salsa. So I'm burning my curry for a little bit in the oil. So you could see it start getting brown, but I don't want it burnt. So to this, I'm going to add my onions, my peppers, and my thyme, and my garlic. So I'm going to saute this in my burnt curry. Because you want to make sure the curry is cooked. Before I add the saltfish. Or not even fully cooked, but halfway cooked. Because you don't want to hurt anybody's stomach. Because curry is a very funny kind of seasoning, as we know. If it's not properly cooked, it can make you sick. So to this mix, good morning, Lloyd. How are you? She said, how is the weather in New York? It's cold outside, but it's burning on the inside of Seely's kitchen. Welcome to the kitchen. All right, so guys, I'm using Newman's own mango salsa. So I'm adding this to my curry mix in the pot. So I'm adding about a half a cup. And I'm stirring this in. So you don't need a whole lot of seasoning because, you know, saltfish has its unique taste. So you don't need to add this whole heap of powder seasoning and all this craziness to it. So this is a mango curry flavor that this is going to have. So if you notice, guys, it's not yellow, but it has more of the salsa color. But you will taste the curry flavor in it. That's the key. And of course, guys, I've never made this dish before. You know, anything I make is the first time I make it. Yeah, man. All right, so I'm going to let my salsa cook for a little bit with my seasoning, and I'm going to add a little water because it starts to thicken. Good morning, Rob Webb. How are you? How is the weather over there? All right, so I'm cooking down my curry salsa for a little, and then I'm gonna add my saltfish. And then I'm gonna add my saltfish because I want to make sure that my curry is not raw. So I'm leaving this for a little bit. So to this, guys, the only thing I'm gonna add, I'm not even gonna add any adobo because the saltfish have the little salty taste in it already. So I'm not even gonna add this. So I'm gonna add some black pepper. And then now I'm gonna add my pieces of saltfish. Rob Webb said, laugh out loud and cold. Oh, you're back. You're back from Jamaica. Oh, back in the cold. Oh, dear. So if you notice, guys, I didn't pick up my saltfish like how we normally pick it up in Jamaica. I made them in chunks. So when I boiled it, I cut them in squares when I was cleaning off the skin and taking out the bone. Because I don't want pieces of saltfish. I want chunks of saltfish with my hush puppies. So I'm just spreading them out in the pot. I want the big. All right. So I'm going to slowly just incorporate this with this little thing that's cooking down right here. Yes. Wow, this pot looks good. And it smells good too. Oh my God. Ooh. But because it's a dry out a little bit, guys, I'm going to put a little bit of water in there again. Just not to have too much of a thick gravy. But it has the right consistency. Okay. So as you guys can see, here is what my curry mango salsa saltfish looks like. So I'm going to leave it to simmer for a little bit more. I'm going to clean off the dirty part on my stove because I hate when my stove dirty. Yeah, man. I hate a dirty stove. While I'm cooking, I'm cleaning. So let me get this out of the way. I'm going to just rest this in the fridge. All right, so I'm going to make a display plate over here. Let me rinse this out because some cornmeal get away in it. Anne-Marie, good morning. How are you? Email me some, please. Come here, some of email us some of the food. Good morning, Mike Miller. Good morning, Millicent Brown. Thanks for joining my live. So this morning, guys, for those of you who are just joining, I'm coming to you live from YouTube and Facebook. I am making a curry mango salsa saltfish with some cornmeal hush puppies. So that's what's for breakfast this morning. Yes. And good morning, Michelle. All right. So, guys, the saltfish done. And here's what it looks like in the pot. So, before I make my display, I'm going to make a quick garlic sponge. Yes, ma'am. You know, in Jamaica, when you're a little picnic and I go to school, your mother either give you a Milo or Alex, right? Who remember that? Camille. I'm sure. You used to live in the Alman town, man. Yeah, man. The typical thing we get with our breakfast in the morning is either a hot cup of Milo or mint tea or some Alex. Yes, man. I remember my mother used to buy the Alex, when we lived in Alman town. And you know what we used to do? We used to teeth out the Alex, eat it raw. Yes, man, take the spoon and take it out. But when she ready to make us Alex for breakfast, now the Alex gone down in the back. Like she said, wait, what the Alex? Yeah, man, me and my brother eat it out. Yes, man. It was so delicious. And who used to eat condensed milk on bread, especially the nice white soft Wonder bread. Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. Condensed milk on bread was delicious too. Yes. We used to teeth out the condensed milk and put it all over the bread. Yes, man. Not no nice so. All right, guys. So my husband don't like tea, so I'm gonna make some cold beverage. All right. So I'm adding about 16 ounces of water because this is a 16-ounce bottle. And I'm gonna add about 2 big tablespoons of olives. Put a little bit more. And to this, I'm gonna add some vanilla. Unfortunately, it's not Benjamin's. It's one of the Hispanic vanilla, but it has a good flavor, so I don't mind using it. I'm gonna add a tablespoon, not a lot because I don't want it thick. A tablespoon of Jamaican Fosca oats, the good old Fosca oats. And of course, you can't make Horlicks without condensed milk. Yes, ma'am. You cannot make Horlicks without condensed milk. Wow. So I'm adding 2 tablespoons of condensed milk. Kind of swish it around a little so we can get the excess condensed milk off the spoon. Yes, ma'am. So far I've added oatmeal, water, condensed milk, vanilla, and Horlicks. And of course, I'm gonna add some coffee mate creamer because this adds great flavor to any kind of punch that you're making. And of course, guys, you can't make a punch without adding the ice. So I'm gonna add some ice to this. Oops. Let me add some more ice. Guys, I forgot to blow up the wind this morning. Empty ice tray. Can you believe it? In the freezer. 1, 2, 3 sections of ice. He used all the ice and never full it back. But it's all right because I have some in there already. Audrey, now they have to take me on this morning so I can talk about the wind. Because Audrey would have taken me on a long time. All right, guys. So, Horlicks punch is about to go down. All right, guys. So Horlicks punch ready. Yes, man. Horlicks punch is ready. So I need a nice glass to put it in. So I'm gonna pour it in this glass. Dwayne, come. Time for the moment. You know you have to come taste the food where your wife cook in front of the audience. All right, guys. So I'm gonna make my display plate right now. So I'm gonna look for the fanciest. Oops, one of them drop off. I'm gonna look for the fanciest hush puppy that I have in here. You know, display. You don't want no whole heap. Just want 3. All right. So I'm going to take a little bit of this. So guys, you can see the big chunks of the saltfish. So it has a mango curry flavor. And I can smell the curry and I can smell the mango salsa flavor too. Yes. Ah. Come, Dwayne. Come. Time. They're waiting on you. Okay, guys. So this is what breakfast looks like this morning. This is my corn hush puppies and my curry mango salsa saltfish. Yes. When Robert Reb said, what's the difference between a hush puppy and a fried dumpling? No, this is not a fried dumpling because fried dumpling don't have corn inside of it. This have corn inside of it and cornmeal. Okay, so this is what breakfast looks like in here this morning, guys. Yes, and Mama Merle, welcome. So it's my hush puppies and my curry mango salsa saltfish. Yeah, yum, yum, yum. So I'm waiting on Mas Twine to come and sample it in front of you guys and tell you how it tastes, along with the garlic sponge. Yes, man. I gotta taste it before I tastes good. Tastes good. Tastes really good. All right. Get a fork. Get a fork. Get a fork. Yes. All right. So you gotta tell the audience.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. What? Something smells good.
Yes.
What is this?
Yes. Tell them how it is.
Oh, it's good. Yeah, man, it's just good. Yes, guys.
And this is garlic sponge.
Let's compare this better than the one in Florida.
It tastes better than the one in Florida, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Chris was on the live. Chris said the one we had in Florida tastes like fried dumpling. Garlic sponge. So guys, yes, breakfast is indeed turn up this morning. Yes, breakfast turn up right in a Sealy's kitchen. So right here we have corn hush puppies and curry mango salsa saltfish. So here we are gonna eat our breakfast now. I get none. A joke, man. Make it. If you guys are close, I would certainly share it with you. James Camille says, "You bad mind, no bad mind." Yes, we understand. We understand. Michelle says she's on her way. Okay, guys. So, as Jamaicans would say, and before I get to that part, guys, if you are watching this live this morning and you're not yet subscribed to Sealy's Kitchen, please, me beg on do go over to YouTube right now, type in Sealy's Kitchen, and hit that subscription button that says subscribed. When you touch the button, it will say subscribed. Okay? So when you subscribed, every time that we post a new video, you will certainly be notified. Yes, you will be notified. So if you don't want to see every time when I post something new when I cook, not necessarily on live, but other dishes that I make and post, you will be the first to notify when it pop up on your phone. So please, I need your subscription. Please share this live. Please share my YouTube videos. I love you all. Thanks for joining. And as Jamaicans would say, what good. So all know, what good, and enjoy the weekend. It's sunny outside, although it's cold, but enjoy the weekend. Ta-da! Let me end the stream.